I got early access to the Ocarina of Time Remake from Nintendo, and here are my thoughts. I am a fan of the new art style. There's a way that Link just kind of like putters along, and you only unlock sprint until after you go through the maze. The camera choice is interesting. They actually chose tank controls for this game, which I gotta say, I really like the level of innovation. Another thing that I really liked about it was it's like they're aware that you know which buttons are which, and so they just have the colors for the buttons, and it's almost as if you don't need to know which buttons those are or how to press them, because you've done this before. There's a kind of a low poly art style to the game. You don't really know exactly what things are, but it is reminiscent of Ocarina of Time. You're supposed to go through the maze to get an item, but there was something weird that happened when I opened the chest. There's that speedrun technique where you jump to the side to go faster, and it seems like they almost require you to do it. Here you can see I had to kind of just blindly walk through the maze, and gotta say, the maze is actually a lot harder when you can't turn the camera, but I'm a big fan of the new direction, and I just narrowly avoided the boulder. So I opened the chest, and there's nothing there for some reason. I think the sword animation is really smooth. I really like the way that Link can sprint now after you open the chest. So instead of unlocking items or finding items in the chest, you actually get abilities. So now I can more easily turn the camera, and I can run, which is nice. I think that I got 5 rupees from the chest, but I couldn't really tell. But I love how everything is basically the same, but just looks more low effort. Maybe it's a meta commentary on how Nintendo thinks of the fans who want an Ocarina of Time remake, but it does have that sort of 3D glossy art style from the trailer. It doesn't look that much like the trailer, which I guess is what I was expecting, and Link still makes those sounds, that are the classic sounds where he makes like the sword slashing sounds. But yeah,